Welcome to the Borough of Manhattan Community College on Manhattan's West Side. Tonight on Facebook Live is the CUNY Community College Men's Basketball Championship game. As defending champion, Hostos takes the floor. At 18-10, they take on the upstart Queensborough Tigers in at 11-9. And with that, welcome to our coverage here at BMCC. Alongside former Columbia guard Sean Couch, I'm Ralph Bednarczyk. So Hostos, 2 years removed from a CUNY championship, they're looking for another. They only brought back one player from that team, but seemingly they have reloaded, Sean, as they usually do. Once again, they take on an upstart Queensborough team that has somehow found a way to get to their first final since 2013.
Hostos has done a good job reloading. As you said, Ralph, they have 4 players that average double figures. They play big. They have one of the biggest community college teams that CUNY has seen in quite a long time. And they're playing great ball right now, and they're back where they always have been for the past 5 years in the championship.
And Hostos has perhaps one of the best athletes who are really excited to watch that the community college level has ever seen. A 6'4" freshman, Anias Outlaw, the league rookie of the year. He's early verbally committed to Division I Howard.
Yeah, big catch for Hostos. He had a brother that actually went here, and that was the segue for him getting in. But great athlete, great player, 40-inch vertical. And he's leading, he's actually second in steals in Division III community college ball.
And he is part of a well-balanced Hostos team. Well, Queensborough believes they have a chance tonight because they have the league player of the year. And Kari Ojeda-Harvey, he's just 5'8", but his game is big, Sean, averaging nearly 22 points per game.
Well, he's New York. He got elite handles. He had a great semifinal to get his team into the championship with 26-9. He's had 4 30-point games, and he's going to have to bring everything tonight for his team to have a chance to beat Hostos.
Queensborough looking for their first title since 2003. Hostos looking to go back-to-back. Starting lineups are next from BMCC.
The 2021-22 CUNYAC Championships are brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, the official soft drink of the CUNY Athletic Conference. The Hospital for Special Surgery, U.S.'s #1 hospital for orthopedics, proud to be the official hospital of the CUNY Athletic Conference. USS, the University Student Senate, a proud sponsor of the CUNY Athletic Conference. Thank you for providing our students with the platform to help shape the City University of New York. Health First. We'd like to thank our newest sponsor, Health First, New York's largest not-for-profit insurer, for being a proud sponsor of CUNYAC Community College and Senior College Championship. Hometown Ticketing. Thank you to Hometown Ticketing, the official ticketing provider of the CUNY Athletic Conference. And Bob McCloskey Insurance, a longtime supporter of the CUNY Athletic Conference, the official athletic insurance provider of the NJCAA.
The CUNY Community College Men's Basketball Championship game from Manhattan's West Side. At the Borough of Manhattan Community College, Ralph Bednarczyk, Sean Couch. Let's introduce the two teams and the starting lineups. Queensborough 6-2 in the league, 11-9 overall. Undersized, we'll get into that in a minute. 5'8" freshman Rohan Singh is their shooting guard that accompanies the player of the year, Kari Ojeda-Harvey. Preston Hartz is a 6-foot redshirt freshman from Elmont, New York. LeVar Diaz will get the start here, 6'1" freshman guard out of Springfield Gardens. And the lone big 6'5" freshman from Jamaica, New York, Jaleel Lewis for the Queensborough Tigers. Their first final since 2013 under 9th-year coach Clarence Amengo. The Hostos Caymans, they'll roll out as many as 12 players tonight, regardless of the score. For Coach Marquis Poole, Marquise Poulin is their 5'9" freshman point guard from the Bronx Opportunity Charter High School. He was a CUNY All-Star, joined the backcourt by 6'1" redshirt sophomore Kai Holland. Anias Outlaw will play in the 3 spot, the CUNY Rookie of the Year. And they're very big up front with Tian Palmer, who goes 6'7". He is the center from Westside High School in Manhattan. And the 4-man is the 6'9", Ashante Manuel, another CUNY All-Star. 3 on this Hostos team for 8th-year head coach Marquis Poole. He is a 3-time CUNY Coach of the Year. He played college basketball at St. Bonaventure. So, Sean, it's quite simple. Queensborough in the 2 meetings this year, Marquis Poole knows that he has arguably the biggest team CUNY has ever had. They out-rebounded Queensborough in the 2 games that they won 70-50 and 71-55 by 18 and 20 rebounds in those 2 games.
Yeah, they played big boy ball against Queensborough, and they did a good job neutralizing their top player in Harvey. And, you know, that's going to be the formula. They're going to probably run a lot of guys at Harvey and try to control the paint like they did the last 2 games and get the victory. That's their goal.
Clarence Amengo, 8th year, 9th overall. He was still the head coach last year. He attended and graduated Queensborough Community College from 02 to 04. Won a championship under Tom Sinnickson in 2003. So he was on the last team that won into Queensborough, played 2 years at Baruch College. And he had to put together a roster from scratch. Hostos, the white on white here at BMCC. Queensborough, black on black, with Sutton Simon, William Mensah, Brandon Camille, and Davide Curiato, our officials. Hostos looking for the 3-game sweep of Queensborough. The Caymans will for sure be in the Region 15 tournament. That'll begin next week. And that is a regional tournament before, and you need to win that to get into the NJCAA National Tournament. Tap controlled by Hostos. Queensborough has played mainly 2-3 zone this year with some depth and size issues. Can they rebound out of this? Immediately inside, and Hostos goes to work as they're able to get the bucket from Tion Palmer.
Yeah, big Tion just got big right there, Ralph. No dribble. I'm going to high rip and just get right to the backboard and lay it up. So, again, Queensborough challenged because of their height, their size. They're going to have to collapse a little bit better and prevent that sort of offense.
And Queensborough all year has, of course, been undersized, and they've had some games where they've competed. They're only -5 on the glass for the year. So if they can have that kind of respectable number, the hope for Clarence Amengo is they'll be right in the game. It can't be -20 on the glass. There's the pull-up jumper. And we'll go for Preston Hartz. They work it around and get good ball movement as Kai Holland, their top shooter, misses a 3. And there's a defensive rebound inside for Rohan Singh at 5'8", but he stepped on the baseline. Off a jab step and then missing the pull-up jumper is Ashante Emmanuel. So here's Ojeda Harvey as he'll fire away, and his first look is a 3.
Nice controlled dribble right off the screen. He's going to have to look for his shot tonight. And, you know, the key to his game is just getting good, clear, open looks.
41% from 3, 48 makes on the year. He has controlled this conference as Onias Outlaw misses a 3 from up top. But Ojeda Harvey in 2 games against Hostos, Sean, 7 of 26 from the field as there's a deflected pass by Manuel. And Hostos eventually gives it back. So the 2 lowest scoring games of the year for Ojeda Harvey have come against the Caymans. And he may need to get 30 or 35 tonight for the Tigers to win. As across the lane, Preston Hartz had it knocked out of his hands.
And they need him to be aggressive tonight, to get to the basket. You know, one of the ways that a smaller team can negate a bigger team is to put some fouls on the bigger players. So that means attacking the basket and getting good angles to, you know, get good shots.
And he's also a sensational free throw shooter, 84%. 13th in the country in made free throws. As we have a clock malfunction. So they'll reset the clock. 5-2 Queensborough. Looking for an upset against Marquee Pools, Hostos Caymans. The Caymans title that came in 2020 was a dominant performance against two-seeded Bronx, 108-86. Sean, you and I, of course, were on that game. And Marquee Pools team frustrated Tilquan Rucker, the star from the Bronx, who came in averaging something like 27 a game, and he just did not have it. And you have to give Hostos some credit for that.
And you would think they would kind of try to draw on that strategy against Harvey tonight. Try to frustrate him, throw bodies at him, get some length on him, to try to wear him down.
Outlaw the skip pass. Corner jumper, and that doesn't go from Jalen Thomas, ate off the Hostos bench. And a battle for the rebound, and Ojeda Harvey grabs it. And then he is fouled, so in a frustrating foul there by Jalen Thomas after missing the floater. Queensborough started the year having open tryouts. This year for Clarence Amengo, most years they have 60 to 80 guys try out in a regular year. This year, just 22 players showed up as that missed layup that comes from LeVar Diaz and Hostos rebounds. And 80% of those people had not played high school basketball, as there's a foul on the arm of Ashante Manuel. So for Clarence Amengo in Queensborough, it was truly back to the bare basics.
See a nice pull-up jump shot there, and no, I didn't see the foul on that one, but Ashante gets the benefit of the doubt and gets to the line.
Manuel out of Thomas Jefferson High School in Brooklyn. And was a CUNY All-Star this year, big-time shot blocker at 6'9". But for Queensborough, they had to start from scratch, and eventually they surprised their head coach with how far along they came to put it together, led by Ojeda Harvey. Of course, no one expected him to be the type of player he is, except probably for Fakari. We had a chance to interview him during the women's game about his mindset. He had not played college basketball in 6 years. Out of John Bowen High School in Queens, class of 2015. Rohan Singh.
See, Singh in that instance, he comes off of that down screen. He had a look. He has to take that shot.
Singh has shot a great percentage from three this year. Shot clock running down, and a shot clock violation.
Yeah, you see it right there. He was open, he hesitated. And, when you're smaller and you have a look, you have to take it.
Rohan Singh, 36% from three. He and Ojeda Harvey can fill it up. Can they both have grade A type games?
That's why Ralphie has to put that up. Got to shoot that ball.
Outlaw will take the short corner jumper, and he misses that look with Preston Hartz on the glass. So Hostos has started off 1 of 7. As they trap Ojeda Harvey, Marquise Poland will knock it out. Queensborough will go a little smaller. They'll bring in 6-foot freshman guard Brian Foster. A lob to Hartz, and Hartz is rejected by Manuel.
Met at the rim, just nice block by Ashante.
Kai Holland navigating through the screen, had it deflected away. Singh ahead, Hartz to the basket, changed midair to his left hand.
Yeah, you got to like that. Slowed himself down, and in the air made the decision to go to his left and gets the bucket.
Promising start here for Queensborough. There's another deflection. Manuel in the back end. Paulin will take a more difficult shot as he mixes there. So Hostos has, after the first possession where they pounded it inside, Sean, they've settled for jumpers, but they come up with a steal. Jalen Thomas, off it goes for Paulin, who missed the layup. Paulin got it back and puts it up and in.
Missed that layup, but was in position to get it back and put it in.
Marquise Paulin's first bucket, timeout Queensborough.
You see it here with the little dip. He didn't make it, but he gathers himself, gets the board, and puts it back in.
So the Tigers, to talk about it, the Tigers are missing a key piece. And a big reason why Queensborough is smaller, just came up with it's really an unfortunate paperwork snafu as they come on the floor. Behind their bench is 6'6" freshman center Zachary Nianid. Nianid is out of Forest Hills High School. He played 9 games this year. They went 7-2 with Nianid. He's sitting behind Clarence Amingo. And due to a registration error, there he is kind of in the back by himself. Due to a registration error, he by accident withdrew himself from a couple of classes. He spent his senior year in Africa last year just taking virtual classes through Forest Hills. He speaks 5 languages, has a 97 average, and just by random chance, his classes were dropped. He was averaging 10 points, 13 rebounds, over 3 blocks, among the leaders in the country, and was looking like a stud center. And at 7-2, Queensborough lost his services, and they've had to go through that adversity to get here tonight.
I tell you, Ralph, what a difference he would be in this game. I mean, you know, with the size, he was playing well, and, you know, to lose him out to a clerical error, that's tough.
He would have needed to take 3 full-time classes in January to make it happen, which is just
that's
impossible.
Tough. Yeah, that's tough.
So he'll be back next year as Ojeda Harvey takes him to the basket, and tonight he gets to sit behind the bench. Normally, Zach Nianid is the one doing the filming.
Yep.
As we'll see Ojeda Harvey go to the free throw line.
Yeah, nice crafty move, too. He felt the contact, and Jalen Harvey reached on it. Well, actually, Jalen Thomas reached on it, and he drew the foul. I mean, these 6 minutes that have gone by, you got to like the pace for Queensborough. They're keeping it, you know, a half-court game. They're not turning the ball over, and they're handling Hostos' pressure.
And Hostos has been renowned in recent years under Marquis Poole for the way they can turn teams over.
Oh, yeah. He gets you in the corner against the sidelines, and if you don't have an answer, it's going the other way.
That lob is broken up and taken away by LeVar Diaz of Queensborough. Ojeda Harvey. Hostos in the zone look. And on the attack, out of control, LeVar Diaz turns it over. Run out for the Caymans. They'll get an easy one from Joshua Brown. He is a Staten Island kid that commutes all the way to Hostos in the Bronx.
That time, LeVar Diaz of the Tigers out of control, and got to stay under control in that lane, come to a jump stop. Hostos gets a run out for 2.
Tigers will bring in 6'2" freshman Tristan Van West for the first time. He's a zone buster. For Hostos, they'll line up a 3 from Josiah Chandler. He's out of LaSalle High School. He was at Division II Damon College in 2020 as a redshirt, and he knocks down the 3.
The ball movement by the Caymans, and there was no one near him on that shot. That was like practice.
Offensive rebound up and under, and eventually staying with it is Ryan Foster off the Queensborough bench.
Yeah, Brian getting big in the lane at 6 foot, getting his own rebound from his shot and putting it back.
There's another turnover and a steal by Ojeda Harvey. He hits the bottom of the rim. A nice Outlaw. Has Outlaw to take it in and will score. That's his first bucket. He He is a native of Baltimore. And what an athlete. He had once unofficially visited West Virginia for football as a junior. And here's a turnover as Hostos turned up the pressure for the first time.
That time Rohan Singh gets on against the sideline, and Cayman's trained to bring that pressure, and that was just a bad pass.
Missed open three for Joshua Brown. Hostos this year struggled from beyond the arc 29%. And they have been elite at the rim, 44% from the field, still scoring 78 points per game. As Ojeda Harvey short on that three, getting the screen. 2 years ago, the Cayman, Sean, they were elite, 95 points a game for that team that Marquis Poole put together. So they're not quite at that level. As there's Josiah Chandler missing the jumper.
Oh, that was a fast team, Ralph. I mean, it was off. They had 3 or 4 guys that could just take it down the floor off the rebound. This team isn't built that way.
They're built to go inside. Nice pass from Josiah Chandler. As C.D. Torre converts the layup.
I see it here. Just a dump down to Torre. Uses the opposite side of the glass to complete that play.
Nice pass fake, and Hartz missed the jam.
Trying to make a statement right there, but it couldn't get it to go down.
And then Hartz commits the foul, and that is his second.
Yeah, they can't afford to have Preston on the bench. He's really been that glue offensively, and, you know, Caymans have to respect him.
And that's it for him for right now. 10:40 remaining, and Clarence Amengo, no deliberation. He's going to pull Preston Hartz, who has come out aggressive, named the CUNY All-Star, averaging 10 points, 8 rebounds. On the back end, Torre going to work against the undersized Tigers.
And Ralph marked this time with Hart going out. You can see here if Queensborough can maintain this, you know, their edge. Right now they're down 6.
Outlaw commits the foul, but C.D. Torre, 6'9" sophomore, he comes off the bench for the Caymans. And Hostos has put together an 11-2 run to push the lead to 6. Meanwhile, Kari Ojeda Harvey, about 10 minutes into the game, Sean, just 3 shots. Here's a good look off the help, and Van West misses the 3. Long rebound, chased down by Brian Foster.
Nice shot.
Foster hits the shot. They found him playing in a park in Queens. Credit one of the Queensborough assistant coaches. He did not play high school basketball.
Wow. Just gotta love New York, man. There's always a kid in the park that can play.
Poulin stepping back using the screen and missed the shot. You just never know where you'll find talent.
No.
And Ojeda Harvey, a great example of that as he pulls up and will get the roll.
Nice roll, nice touch, nice under control. Using that mid-range game to, almost like a mini floater right there, Ralph, and now they're back in the game.
A 3 on the way goes for Rashad Ramsaran for Hostos. He's a Queens kid, also commuting to the Bronx.
You know, Hostos already has played 10 players. You know, they have a lot of depth on the bench, and the players that come off the bench can shoot it.
Another turnover by Queensborough. The Hostos pressure getting to them. The 7th by the Tigers with a timeout on the floor with 8:58 left. We'll take timeout as well. You're watching the CUNY Community College Men's Basketball Championship game.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
Yeah, they can take corner shots.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I'm sitting from the ground, now I'm dancing on the house lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside.
Center of the court.
Hostos by 5 in this CUNY Community College men's basketball final. Tigers have knocked out 3 of their last 4. Zone look will remain for Hostos. Outlaw on the entry. There's the post touch for Toure. Wide open look, Marquise Paulin. And the rebound with Queensborough unable to secure it. Diving on the floor was Asante Manuel. And Manuel bulls his way through. And it's going to be an offensive foul. Both officials looking at one another. Indeed, the charge against Manuel.
Yeah, he didn't argue it. I mean, he put his shoulder right in. You see it right in. He had some space, but he had the positioning, so good call.
Just the first on Manuel. Hostos has great depth to try to avoid issues with foul trouble. Marquis Poole consistently has played 10 to 12 players, wins, losses, tight games, blowouts. Tough floater. Ojeda Harvey got to his spot.
Getting ready to get his bag right there. He's getting in the paint. 5-7. He's starting to take charge of this game.
Outlaw missed the shot. And here come the Tigers. LeVar Diaz, Springfield Gardens kid, leaving it open for a Foster 3. Paulin found the opening, could not convert. Got his own rebound. Fired it off the glass and rim, could not finish. And a good scrap here that eventually Rohan Singh will gather, and he throws it off the body of Outlaw.
Good hustle. Really scrappy, strong hustle by Queensborough. Paulin having a rough shooting night so far, 1 for 7. Their leading scorer.
At Queensborough, +1 in the rebounding category. Talking to Clarence Amengo of the Tigers, what they've done about this, they have spent a ton of time boxing out and rebounding their guards, getting on Big's hips. And he had to coach their guards out of the mindset of out-jumping people for rebounds to just get lower. Singh got a great look from 3. Offensive rebound, Brian Foster. Holland relocates and buries the 3.
Nice shot.
Kai Helland is out of Kennedy High School in the Bronx.
Ho!
And he is the younger brother of head coach Marquis Poole.
All right. You know I did that right, Ralph?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I'm a Kennedy Knight, man. No doubt.
Ojeda Harvey. Outlaw saw the lane opened. And the corner 3. That's Holland with back-to-back 3s.
That's what Hostos needed. They needed someone to step up and start, leading them, getting some points. And Holland has just stepped up for 2 quick 3s, and now they're up by 9. Just good pass to Holland in the corner. Sets himself, knocks it down.
Top shooter for the Caymans. A couple of great looks. His 49th and 53s made of the season, 30% for the year. But he played a very nice role in the team 2 years ago and is their lone returner. That Hostos team in 2020 reached the Division III Nationals, where they went 1-1 before the pandemic shut down the rest of the tournament. So Hostos, defending champions, they lost to BMCC in 2019. And you see the 2013 Bronx team beating Queensborough last time out. There's been a lot more parity shown on the men's side. If we were to go back further, Queensborough, they were the dominant community college team in the 80s and 90s.
That's right. That's right. Great teams out there. And Queensborough was known for, their wings. They had wings that were athletic, that could score, had good guards also. And they were always tough. Just tough-minded, getting to the rim, playing good D.
Hostos seeking their 6th title. Queensborough has 6 themselves. The last one, as I mentioned, in 2003. 5 of those championships coming in the 90s. They won 5 in a 6-year period, mainly under head coach Tom Sinnickson. As we'll get a foul on the floor. The first coach was Jerry Powell, not that Jerry Powell, right, Sean? Not the basketball trainer, Jerry Powell.
Not the trainer.
That all the NBA people know.
Right.
Shot clock reset to 20 for Queensborough. Tigers have gotten 9 from Kari Ojeda-Harvey in a game that's been played exclusively in the half court. Ojeda-Harvey missed the 3. Manuel, and a good look, and that's a deep jumper hit by the 6'7" Tion Palmer.
Super ball movement right there. He could have taken that shot. He was only about 5, feet from the rim, but he spots his man in the corner for the quick 2.
Singh with Outlaw defending him. Singh will take the contested jumper and still hits. Rohan Singh, a freshman out of Martin Van Buren in Bellows, Queens.
Tough shot there, contested, knocks it down.
Holland, he'll take a very deep 3. His 3rd make.
But that was some NBA range there.
And Hostos now has pushed the lead to 12. Battle for the rebound, and Kai Holland saves it. Holland, the hot hand, tries the right wing, and that was short. Follow from Manuel, rolls around and drops for him.
Shante in the right place at the right time. Gets that shot and converts it into a basket, and Hostos stretching out right now in Queensborough. This is a very dangerous time for them. Have to try to get this down under 10. Right now, down 14.
Queensborough, 1 of their last 7. Ojeda-Harvey puts a pause to that thought.
Yeah, he's doing his thing in the mid-range. He's getting 2 spots, getting clean looks. Now they got to play some D.
So he's got 11 to silence a 13-2 run as Outlaw tipped it up, wave it off. It's a foul over the back against Onias Outlaw.
I'd like to see that one again. You teach your guy to follow your shot. He just did an excellent job following his shot, getting a tap. You see the replay here. He sees it's coming off, and let's see. I don't know. That looked pretty good to me.
Second foul on Onias Outlaw. Singh steps back to the 3. And a long rebound, Holland. Run out for Hostos. He's challenged by Ojeda-Harvey.
Oh, good D.
Then the steal, Manuel. And he calls the steal. He's going to the line.
Manuel seems to be that guy that's always in the right place at the right time. There again, loose ball. It's good defense by Marquise, but then see here, look at him, big wingspan, gets that steal and draws the foul.
Ashante Manuel attended a prep school in Arizona. After graduating from Thomas Jefferson High School, that has produced a ton of recent talent, like Shamori Pons, star at St. John's, who's had an NBA G League career. He makes both free throws. Hostos lead back to 14.
Yep, and I got to give Kari the credit on that defensive play. Oh, nice move. Yeah.
Ojeda Harvey off the glass and one.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one. Let's spin that one back. We missed the buttercup on that spin, but nice kiss off the glass, off the spin move. You know, he has a nice under control, energy out of his moves. You know, sometimes guys make the cross and they're off balance. He's on balance in all his crosses and spins. So you can see the elite level of ball handling into shot.
As Clarence Domingo told us that he is a pass-first player, but on this Queensborough team, he's had to be a big scorer. Manuel missed the jumper, and Queensborough able to rebound from 6'5" freshman Jaleel Lewis. Ojeda Harvey, opposite corner, Singh. Clean look. Leak out ahead for Hostos. Joshua Brown to the rim.
And, the Tigers can't afford to give up, runouts like that. Not to this team. See, Queensborough's put back Princeton hard in, even with two.
He left the game when it was 15-11 Hostos, 10:40 mark, first half, picking up his second. That's 18 fouls as Josh Brown picks up number 8 on the team. And his second, so here's Rohan Singh at 78%.
So in that time Preston's been out, it's 22-13 Hostos.
Singh missing the front end of a 1-and-1. Stepping further out, and that was Palmer trying to three. Tion Palmer all the way to the rim. And the foul.
Tion. Right back at you.
How about him stepping back and taking the three? He's only 2 of 6 from beyond the arc.
See Tion right there with the nice high rip move, and then he says, you know what, I'll just glass this just to make sure it gets in the bucket.
69% free throw shooter. And Ojeda Harvey chases down a rebound and throws it off of another Hostos player.
As a coach, I always loved the and one, but then I would get angry when they missed the free throw, Ralph, Just like, what do you got to make it, man. The and one is like that moment in time where, you're on the foul line, almost like you have a mic in your hand, and you're like, yeah, getting your stuff off, and you miss it.
Were you a better free throw shooter on the and one free throw or regular?
Yes, I was better on the and one than the regular. When I first came into Columbia, I was always 1 for 2, Ralph, 1 for 2. And then I worked on it my sophomore year, and I was almost 80%.
The NBA analytics, of course, they get into first shot free throw percentage and second shot free throw percentage. What do you think yours was?
I think second shot free throw percentage, I was higher than first shot, if I remember correctly.
Ojeda Harvey is 100% on this first shot.
There you go.
And he's 84% for the year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
2 double-doubles and a triple-double this year. And he's got 16 of the 26 for Queensborough.
Yeah, so far, he's holding up his end of the bargain with his team.
Holland was chased off the arc. And meanwhile, what other Tiger can step up? Rohan Singh, the Tigers' second leading scorer at over 14 a game, just has 2. Ojeda Harvey a steal. Takes it into Paulin, and he'll go back to the free throw line.
Just alert hands, and then getting down the floor in order to draw the foul.
In the 2 games against Hostos, January 28th, he was held to a season-low 9 on 2 of 13 shooting. 5 of 13 for 12 points in the first meeting back in December against the Caymans. So they found a way to get a grip on him. Not yet tonight.
Well, you can see he's determined tonight. He knows he hasn't performed against his team, but, under the lights in this, environment, this is the chip here. Players usually rise that are players. They rise to the top, man. They're the cream. And so far for this half, he's definitely the cream.
He's got 18. Manuel off on the mid-range jumper. About a 10-second shot and game clock differential here in the first half. Queensborough has hung around against the defending champion Hostos. Ojeda Harvey caught in the air.
Wow.
The kick out, and it's a travel called against Brian Foster.
Good call by the referee. That time, Ojeda Harvey didn't have a plan, got up in the air. We want him shooting that shot. He has to get to a spot and knock that down, give his club a chance. He's the hot man, he's the hot hand.
Paulin firing. Rebound tipped around, Palmer. And we'll have a tie up the arrow to Queensborough. So the Tigers are going to get to the half within 11. Hostos' rebounding advantage is just 3. And that is a pretty good number in what should be a very fascinating second half. 18 for the conference's player of the year, Kari Ojeda Harvey. Does he have a 40-point night in him? The Caymans trying to go back-to-back in the CUNY. We'll be back with a look at award winners and highlights before the second half, all the way from BMCC. 39-28 Hostos over Queensborough.
Hometown ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I see the brothers lying down and dancing on the high-rise. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside.
2021-22 CUNYAC Championships are brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, the official soft drink of the CUNY Athletic Conference. The Hospital for Special Surgery, U.S.'s #1 hospital for orthopedics, proud to be the official hospital of the CUNY Athletic Conference. USS, the University Student Senate, a proud sponsor of the CUNY Athletic Conference. Thank you for providing our students with the platform to help shape the City University of New York. Health First. We'd like to thank our newest sponsor, Health First, New York's largest not-for-profit insurer, for being a proud sponsor of CUNYAC Community College and Senior College Championship. Hometown Ticketing. Thank you to Hometown Ticketing, the official ticketing provider of the CUNY Athletic Conference. And Bob McCloskey Insurance, a longtime supporter of the CUNY Athletic Conference, the official athletic insurance provider of the NJCAA.
There's CUNY Commissioner Zach Ifkovich. So no all-star luncheon this year where everybody would be honored in front of their peers and their coaches. So this is a modified opportunity. And of course, players on both sides from the Hostos men and women's teams, the Bronx Broncos women and the Queensborough men, they're all here, as well as the players from outside, the teams that didn't make it to the championship game on the men's side. They're also here to be honored and officially get their plaques. They are the Queensborough men getting ready. So congratulations to all of those players.
Number 23, Preston Hartz. Preston is a two-time CUNYAC Rookie of the Week, and he averages 10 points and 8.3 boards per game for the Tigers. Congratulations to Preston Hartz.
Preston Hartz, who we'll see, who's a redshirt freshman from Long Island, Sewanaka High School. He'll take the floor for the Queensborough Community College men.
A freshman guard from Belrose, Queens.
And so is Rohan Singh among the triumvirate for Queensborough. They also have the Player of the Year.
Rohan is Queensborough's second leading scorer this season, averaging 14.4 points per contest.
And Kari Ojeda Harvey, he'll be introduced momentarily. For Queensborough, they're back in the championship game for the first time in quite a while. And Marquis Poole, the head coach of Hostos, is also in attendance.
A CUNYAC Player of the Week and Rookie of the Week honoree, Emmanuel ranked second.
Here's the 6'9" Ashante Manuel, freshman from Brooklyn for Hostos. We'll see him in the championship game. That should get started at about 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll have the stream right here on Facebook Live.
And moving right along, our next honoree is also a freshman from the Bronx, New York, and he represents the Hostos Community College Cambridge. A great big round of
the Rookie of the Year, the Coach of the Year, the Player of the Year are coming up. Bronx Community College's Blaze Atanga is a CUNY All-Star. So is Malik Dale. BMCC's Jeremiah Carty was the Panthers' leading scorer this year, nearly 15 a game. Kingsborough's Nicholas Vadi averaged over 11 points per game. As the community college men's players that won't be on the floor coming up tonight.
CUNYAC Sportsmanship Award goes to a sophomore forward from Brooklyn, New York, representing Queensborough Community College, number 12, Nealon Bridgman. He's not here, but we congratulate Nealon. Our 2021-2022 CUNYAC Rookie of the Year is a freshman guard joining us from Baltimore, Maryland, and he represents the Hostos Community College Cambridge, number 4, Onias.
Here's the CUNY Rookie of the Year, Onias Outlaw from Baltimore. He's a 6'4" guard that we're excited to see Sean see what he can do. He recently verbally committed to Howard, and we had this discussion 2 years ago. Who was the last player to go directly to Division I from CUNY community colleges? And we surmised it was sometime in the 90s.
I'm very eager to see this young man play tonight. I've heard a lot of good things about him athletically, and you know, he just has what it takes to excel on the next level.
And here's Kari Ojeda Harvey. So we'll see if he can be Superman tonight to will Queensborough to a CUNY championship. And Marquis Poole is also in the building, the head coach for Hostos, the 4th time in his career he's been named the CUNY Community College Coach of the Year. Congratulations to all the men's award winners. Unfortunately, no all-star luncheon, but they get to be honored here at halftime of the women's game here today. Congratulations to all. And we thank them for being here, especially the players that didn't have to be here with their teams not here. They still came and received their trophies. There's Marquis Poole, head coach of Hostos, as he gets his Coach of the Year award again.
They're all in the CUNY conference, man. They need to be here to celebrate themselves, Ralph. You know, to pick up the hardware. And, you know, all of them have an opportunity for something, you know, a little bit more once they leave the community college level.
Community College men's basketball, CUNY All-Stars here at the half. Hostos 39-28 over the Queensborough Tigers. Second half and highlights to come.
Hometown ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the van, now I'm dancing on the half lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside.
2021-22 CUNYAC Championships are brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, the official soft drink of the CUNY Athletic Conference. The Hospital for Special Surgery, U.S.'s #1 hospital for orthopedics, proud to be the official hospital of the CUNY Athletic Conference. USS, the University Student Senate, a proud sponsor of the CUNY Athletic Conference. Thank you for providing our students with the platform to help shape the City University of New York. Health First. We'd like to thank our newest sponsor, Health First, New York's largest not-for-profit insurer, for being a proud sponsor of CUNYAC Community College and Senior College Championship. Hometown Ticketing. Thank you to Hometown Ticketing, the official ticketing provider of the CUNY Athletic Conference. And Bob McCloskey Insurance, a longtime supporter of the CUNY Athletic Conference, the official athletic insurance provider of the NJCAA.
Oh, we go. We're back. I still remember. 39-28. Hostos with the lead here at the brink. Ralph Norchik with Sean Couch. 42% shooting for Hostos in the first half, including 5 of 13 from 3 beyond the arc. That's a big story here. And Hostos also +4 on the glass. For the Caymans, balanced scoring, as they have a total of 10 different players that have already scored as we see our first half highlights. Macario Hayda Harvey, 18 of the 28. So far, as advertised.
Yeah, he's done a good job going in the mid-range. You see right there, getting in the lane, right? He's had a series of floaters. See right here, off the cross, good fake, in the lane again. So he's got the mid-range down.
Then for Hostos, they started the game pounding the ball inside. That's Tion Palmer. Points in the paint was an advantage. There's Palmer stepping out and hitting the long two.
Yeah, Tion has established himself in the paint, and you can see Hostos have had good ball movement as well.
And then Kai Holland, 3 straight threes in about a 2-minute sequence.
Yeah, Kai comes off the bench ready to let it go. 3 straight threes, as you said, Ralph, and that really was a lift for them. It got them up in double figures after he was done.
37% from the floor for Queensborough. Only +4 on the glass for the Caymans. That's good news for the Tigers. 1 of 8, Sean, for Queensborough. What's the adjustment in the area the Tigers have to get to if they can try to pull off an upset tonight?
Well, you know what? 1 of 8 is not good. I mean, they're not a great three-point shooting team, but they average 15 assists, and right now at halftime they only have 3. So that indicates to me they have to move the ball around a little bit better, use their shot fakes and ball fakes to get Hostos moving so they can get better looks. You know, their guards can shoot, so if they can get some, you know, concentrated looks with no hands in their face, they might be able to, you know, attack that percentage and get it up.
9 different Caymans have scored. They lead by 11. Second half to come. Who will hoist the CUNY Community College Championship Trophy? We'll find out soon on Facebook Live.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the ground, now we're dancing on the house lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside.
39-28, Hostos with the lead over the Queensborough Tigers here at the half. As the second half is about to begin, we're joined by a special guest as Brian Mitra, the Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment at Queensborough Community College, will join me here at the table with the second half about to begin. Brian, first of all, welcome. I met you back in the fall at Queensborough for the Community College Volleyball Championship. Tell us about an update. Seems like, look, there's news basically every week. After I saw you, Omicron occurs. We're wondering, okay, will there be a CUNY season after all?
Yep.
Indeed, we have one. What's the latest on campus at Queensborough into the fall, into rather the summer courses that you're putting together?
So we're really happy to have, you know, a majority of our students back on campus. You know, we're at 70%. Students want to be on campus, and I think, you know, our athletics program has really supported our students coming back onto campus and building that sense of belonging. So it's great to see, and as we continue to open up and the city opens up, it's a place where students want to go, they escape to, they want to meet with a faculty member, they want to meet with the different services, so it's really nice to see life back on campus.
Mm-hmm. What's that remaining 30% look like into the summertime, and in terms of courses for the summer being maybe 100% in person? What's that look like to try to bring that number down?
Yeah, so right now I think the modality is still going to be the same. You know, it really is about making sure that, you know, we have the safe environment for, you know, our students, our faculty, our staff.
Josiah Chandler with the opening buckets. Hostos extends to 13. They've led by as many as 15. As that missed shot comes from LeVar Diaz out of the Eagle Academy, nearly 8 points a game. Springfield Gardens, Queens native. Brian Mitra here, VP for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management, joining me here at the table as Ashante Manuel misses. And Brian, how about student activities? So we know sports are happening. How about the various clubs and other functions? To what degree are they occurring right now in the spring?
So our students there. They're in the unions. They're meeting with their faculty, their clubs, their organizations. And I think one thing that we're looking to do is how do we ensure that we're reaching all students, right? So not only the students that are on campus, but ensuring that we have opportunities for those students who are still virtual. So we're looking at the different modalities. Sometimes our club fairs are virtual, but then we're also having an on-campus component as well, ensuring that we're touching all students.
What's the most common question students are asking these days? Is, oh, Hayda Harvey fires and hits the three. He's got 21.
I think it's you know, their first time on campus. So, you know, where's this building? Where's that building? You know, Many of our students, like I said, first time on campus, so they're discovering what it's like to move from one class to another, rather than, going from one Zoom session, one Zoom link to another. So just that timing, the location of our buildings and things of that nature.
Rashad Ramsaran, he might be the best Hostos shooter not named. Kai Holland just nailed another three. And Queensborough turns it over. Here's a look at Rashad Ramsaran. He's a Queens kid, Queens High School for teaching, making the long commute up to Hostos daily. Brian Mitra also, we have a special story for Queensborough because you have Kari Ojeda Harvey, who was 6 years out of school. It sounds like you know the story. I think that is one that maybe describe for those folks out there that are thinking about going back to school. He was, at least recently, was still working full time. Describe that kind of story and what you can do in the administration, what you guys are doing to help them make that possible.
And I think, he's a perfect example of CUNY All-Star, really took some time off and then came back and has excelled. I think, what we do at the two-year institutions, we provide opportunities, right? So, maybe it's not the right time for you straight out of high school. So you take some time, you can always come back and we can provide that support for you. And Kari's a perfect example of that.
Another kick out. Ramsaran missed a great look from the same spot. Offensive rebound, Paulin. And Ojeda Harvey is going to be tied up. And the arrow will point the way to Queensborough. Finally, Brian, what's the attrition rate? Has that changed from semester to semester? Are kids staying in school under the current format? Is your outlook for the summer look good for percentages?
So enrollment's a concern throughout CUNY. I think we're looking at as a university to see how we can support that retention piece. How do we provide those opportunities to make sure that we provide the services that our students need and really understand why they're leaving us. So I think that's one thing, especially at Queensborough, we're really taking a look at to ensure that we're providing the supports and adjusting and trying to meet the students where they're at. So I think that's one thing that we'll keep on learning from.
Hostos losing the rebound. Ashante Emmanuel. Yeah, I saw the numbers that indeed CUNY enrollment was down over the last year. And I'm sure there's micro numbers within that tell you a bigger story, even from week to week. Is it kids enrolling, or are they waiting for more things to open up? What's your conclusion?
I think it's a little bit of both, right? Our students are a little bit more savvy. They now have been in this online environment for a couple of semesters, some even year and a half. So they're waiting for their options. As you know, many of our CUNY students, they have complex lives, right? They have a lot of different things, working full-time, families, caregivers. So really trying to ensure that they get the right schedule for their needs. And I think that's one thing that we have to constantly assess and take a look at to ensure that we're providing those opportunities for our students.
Brian Mitra, I know this for sure. Your schedule is all the time. Thank you so much for being here. VP for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management over at Queensborough Community College. Great to see you again, Brian.
Great to see you. Thank you.
That's Brian Mitra of Queensborough Community College enjoying this game and seeing his student athletes that put together so much in their daily lives to make basketball a reality. And Queensborough hanging around within 12. Ojeda Harvey's layoff was deflected. Outlaw ahead. Here comes Marquise Poland for an easy one.
Number 5, Marquise Poland.
Timeout, Queensborough. It's a 14-point game again. And Sean Couch rejoins me. And prior to that, Ojeda Harvey just got caught in some traffic, and it led to the turnover.
Yeah, that was, good defense there by the Caymans and a run out for Marquise, who's had a tough time. Maybe that can get him going, for the Caymans. But again, they are hanging around, only down 14. Still scrappy, still in the game. They have to figure out a way how to compete on the board and to get better shots.
Ojeda Harvey, 22 points on 7 of 12. Oh, there's the Hostos women's team. Congratulations again to them as they defeated the Bronx Community College ladies in our Community College final.
Yep.
So they're off to the Region 15 championship with a record of 13-4. It's 5 in a row for them. And it looks like there is just no end in sight in the Community College side. There's head coach Dwight Shaw there on the left. And it was great to visit with Ches Williams there a.k.a. Charles Williams, here in the light blue shirt.
Yep.
He's the dad of Savannah Williams, who plays in the team. Long-time AAU and high school girls basketball coach in the area.
Yep.
That is getting a chance in college.
Yeah. Ches, has the beauty of being able to coach his own daughter, which I think is wonderful. And he's actually coached my daughter, too, on the AAU circuit when she was, here in New York. Played high-level, AAU ball with him. Good coach.
Hayda Harvey met in a switch by Josiah Chandler. Then he takes it in and shoots it over Manuel, and Manuel's length seemed to bother the shot.
And that was the first time that he went into the lane, and there was actually a hand in his face. He's had a good time of it not having that hand.
Preston Hart's attacks. Good kick into the corner. 3 missed from Tristan Van West. And Queensborough is going to have to knock down those looks.
And Preston has to be a little bit more selfish. They really need him to get going. He's a first team, all CUNY conference player. And this is the time, 15 minutes to go, he has to show that quality.
Hostos has knocked down 6 of 16 from 3 against the Queensborough zone. And Chandler thought he had a teammate in the opposite corner.
Yeah, it's good D by Preston. Chandler, had a little pull-up game there if he saw it, but instead thought he had a corner 3 that wasn't there.
Now a little 2-2-1 put together by Hostos. The transition 3 is short. Queensborough will pull it back out with Tristan Van West. Then he'll settle for the fall away.
Wow.
And airballs the shot.
Just 2 bad shots there by Christie.
And he's a bench guy. Might be the best shooter on this Queensborough team. But not tonight. He is a freshman from Woodhaven.
Good pass.
Rob Saran
Nice.
Off 1 dribble. And he's got 8 points off the Hostos bench.
It's good offense by Hostos. You can see why Anais Outlaw, is liked by D1 individuals. He understands how to play.
Offensive foul, the pass off, and that's the 3rd on Preston Hart's.
Not sure if that was on Preston. I think that might have been on number 1.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. It was.
Yeah.
It was Rohan Singh.
Rohan Singh, yeah.
Nope, rather Van West.
Van West, excuse me. But right now, the Tigers are in the danger zone. 14 minutes to go. Cayman's wearing them down with their depth.
The 2 regular season meetings kind of similar. 12-point game in the December meeting at the half. 2-point game in January before Hostos pulled away in the second half as Outlaw misses a 3. A nice feed back at Manuel with the jam. Kai Holland set him up.
Yeah, Holland made that play, like you said, Ralph. Just looked the defender off and found the big fella for the flush.
Largest lead of the game swells to 18 for Hostos. Ojeda Harvey ends that run with his 3. 26 for Ojeda Harvey. And he may need a lot more. This may require a 50-point game out of him.
It might. Him and, Preston, who, has to show up too. Right now, he's, not there in terms of being that scorer for his team. But here's Holland there. Good find to Ashante, and Ashante makes sure that one gets into the rim.
So that cuts it to 15. Caymans with some great history. Program started in 2002, and they have the lone national championship on the men's side that came in 2005. 5 other titles.
That's a flash highlight right there. Yep, I thought Ojeda. Harvey getting it done.
So he nails the 3.
Boy, Ralph, you went for 50. I was thinking 40. You saying he might do 50, huh? 50 piece.
Yep, 13:41 left. Actually, one of his threes, his foot must have been on a line, so he is at 25 officially. And there's a rejected shot inside and a push from Hartz. Hartz attacks. Wave it off, offensive foul. That is his third.
Tough call on him. You know, I see players with this, it's a high rip Euro step. And one of the things that players don't do, you have to decelerate on that move and you have to change direction. Like you have to really shift. It's almost, Ralph, it's not a 90-degree shift. It's about like a 65 to 70-degree shift. So if you're in the paint, you want to be on the side of the rim. When you Euro step, you want to be all the way on the other side of the rim, not the middle of the rim. And that's how you can avoid some of these fouls. I'll be honest with you, I used to Euro step Ralph in Dykeman Park when I was 14, to be honest with you. I don't even know how that Euro step started.
So did Marquis Poole. That got himself a scholarship to play at St. Bonaventure. He played in the A-10, made their 2000 NCAA tournament, losing in the first round to Kentucky. Team led by Tayshaun Prince and Jamal McClure. And they made it as an at-large.
Yep. Good team. And, you know, he's assembled a good staff, too. You know, he has Coach Kenny Stevens there who runs the Dykeman tournament. We spoke a little bit about Speedy Williams. Both of those guys are CUNY guys. Kenny Kingsborough, Speedy, Mega Evers.
And Dominic Jones.
Dominic Jones, too, right?
Big star at FIT, Fashion Institute of Technology.
Yep.
They've always had a basketball team.
They understand the conference, and, you know, they live the life of, you know, being out there and they see players.
Here's Josiah Chandler. Josiah, one of several players that have come out of LaSalle High School in Manhattan to Hostos. That program most known for being the alma mater of Ron Artest.
No, Ralph, now, you know how I get sometimes. Matter of fact, I've seen the Euro step in Harlem. When I was growing, I saw the Euro step in Brooklyn.
Well, when did you first see it? There's a takeaway by Manuel.
The first time
and the
I
denial.
saw the Euro step was actually in Rucker Park. You know, I think somebody from Europe saw it and just took it and renamed it. You know, people claim things and rename them.
Well, it was not patented.
No. Yeah.
Here in the city's game, it is Hostos of the Bronx leading Queensborough of Queens by 14.
I think I might have seen a guy, Carlton Green, from Harlem, played on the Millbank team. He might have been the first guy I saw, you know, go across his body and slow a step down. So I used to go to Rucker Park and try to imitate those guys, and I used to do it in my Rucker games, you know, in my Holcomb Rucker games when I was a kid.
Paul and great feed, Chandler. He was fouled. He'll shoot 2 more free throws.
That'd be a good documentary. You know, maybe we can get Zach to quote us some money in CUNY Conference history of the Euro step, which is actually the Dykeman Harlem Brooklyn step. And then we can argue about it.
It's all in the branding. That would be quite the talk show. Josiah Chandler with 7. Among the other greats that have come out of LaSalle, Corey Williams was a first-team All-American in 2020 at Hostos, and was able to parlay that into an opportunity. He's playing right now at Division II Lincoln University in Pennsylvania in the East Coast Conference. Corey Williams had a great year 2 years ago.
Super talented, Corey Williams. I thought he could have gotten maybe some D1 looks, you know. Had a great career in CUNY.
Yep, first-team All-American, 2-time CUNY All-Star. Averaged 24 a game and 6 assists in 2020 for Marquis Poole. Hostos by 15. They've answered or squashed any mini Queensborough run that the Tigers have attempted to make. Missed shot from Holland. And the bound the glass will go out off of Hostos.
Sorry, it's tough when you have 6'9" battling 6'5". 6-4 on the boards. Tigers had a tough time getting clean rebounds all game. There you go.
Rohan Singh avoids the trap. He still has just 2 points, Sean, on 1 of 4. That will have to change for the Tigers to make any sort of a comeback. He gets himself to the lane, and there's a start to it. Rohan Singh will shoot 2 free throws.
Nice aggressive move there to split the two Hostos defenders and draw the foul. So I want to tell everyone like the history of me calling Ralph 5-hour energy. I know some of you probably, wonder about that. But I remember we were preparing for a game, and Ralph calls me and he says, "You know what, Sean, I have all this information." Something is like 1 page. It was like 15 pages of data. it was so, I was like, man, I have to so I get all the stuff and I read it. I'm like, Ralph, what, He's like, no. We got to make sure we have all the information. So I want all of you out there to appreciate Ralph and his information that he gives us, man. It is as good as anybody on the airways right now. And listen, I'm not getting any money. I'm not, this is just me.
Certainly not for me.
Yeah, I know, come on now. But, this is a situation where I'm acknowledging someone who does a great job year after year for CUNY.
Knockdown jumper, thank you so much,
That's right,
Sean,
man.
as
You my
Jalen
man.
Thomas hits.
You my man, man.
Fist pound.
This is New York, man. Got to acknowledge each other. We got to show love, man. Especially after these past 2 years, huh?
Yep, it's 2 years since we did a CUNY
That's
broadcast
right.
together.
That's right.
Preston Hartz. And this is on the tip as well. And a technical foul on Preston Hartz.
Yeah, that's 4 on him.
And with 10:56 left, I don't know if Clarence Amengo has a choice. He's going to have to keep him out there.
Yeah, you see it right here. I think he believes he got fouled. It's a nice move there. He goes in, and he got hit on the face right there, and he got upset, and he said something to the ref. So, he has to learn how to hold his head, Sometimes the referee doesn't see everything. Shante Manuel hit him right in the face. I think they're acknowledging that right now, but he's got to be cool. Team needs him on the floor.
Manuel with 2 free throws, and he is up to 10. And he is the first Hostos player into double figures at this late juncture. But that tells you how balanced they have been all night.
I talked to Zach about getting 5-hour energy as a sponsor for us here.
That would be all 4. We've already got a lot of sponsors, but why not add to that?
Yeah, no doubt.
Rob Saran's got 8 off the bench. 9 of the 10 Caymans that have played tonight have scored, and Anias Outlaw will be going to the line.
Yeah, he was getting ready to try to, and you can see that explosion in the air right there. I mean, he got up really quick on that move. See, watch him turn the corner here, like right down the lane, and he's trying to get to that rim. One of the things that you look for in a player when you're scouting, I had an opportunity to be a D1 coach at Columbia. When you're trying to measure if they are Division I, you look at a couple of things. You look at their strength and resolve on defense. You look at them also in terms of knowing the game, making the right passes, understanding how to jump stop in the lane route, how many times they shot a ball fake, if they can dribble both hands. And, the third thing is really, for me, is the athleticism, how quick they can get off the ground and how fast they are in the air. And, he has all those tangibles. And I can see why, he's going to Howard next year.
Brian Foster missed a 3. It's been a quiet night offensively for Anias Outlaw.
Yep.
4 points, 1 of 5. Also 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Here's Hartz with the steal. Hartz lining up the jam. So the 2-point takedown. Now the steal by Hartz. Ohana Harvey for 3.
Nice little run there.
A quick 5 points for Queensborough. Timeout Hostos. So the Tigers are not done yet.
Nope.
They've cut it to 15.
No, you can tell that they have all that fight and gumption in them, that they're not going to quit. Right, nice steal by Hart. Preston, takes this to the bank and then turns around right away, capitalizing, gets it to his man, Harvey, who knocks it down.
So Ojeda Harvey fills it up with 28. Preston Hartz has 6 points, 5 steals, but playing with 4 fouls after the technical. So he's only played 23 minutes.
Yeah.
So that 7-minute stretch where he sat in the first half might really come back to haunt Queensborough tonight.
So, Ralph, we talked about Ojeda Harvey at the top, just in terms of, him struggling against Hostos in the 2 games. I think he just, he probably said, you know what? There's no way they're going to keep me down this game. This is the chip. I'm going to get mine. You see, Harvey, I really like this kid. This kid has a lot of good tangibles. Long arms, good feet, good jump shot, good athleticism. Puts on a little strength. No telling how good he could be. He might surprise himself. Nice player.
Yeah, Clarence Amengo talking about Preston Hartz, telling us that he might be their MVP, and that's with Ojeda Harvey on the team because of how much Preston does.
Oh, good steal there. Nice.
Yeah, that is a steal and a foul on
Ojeda
Outlaw.
Harvey, he's doing everything. Whole 9 yards out here tonight. See it right there. Get the steal and then the reach in. Good call by the ref on Outlaw.
Brian Foster has the floater. Kid out of St. Albans in Queens.
This team, every time that they control their drives, they get a good look. They don't force it. They come to a jump stop, get their eyes up on the rim, Ralph, and they make shots.
Foster trying to get into the grill of a nice Outlaw, got too close.
So now I'm going to be the old man, the old school guy. I hate that. I hate those calls, Ralph. I just hate them. The NBA is like taking a stance against all of that ticky-tack stuff, and I think it should trickle down into college too. I don't believe that was a foul. It's just my opinion.
A nice Outlaw capitalizing, making the front end of a 1-and-1. Ojeda Harvey got the high screen and promptly buries another 3.
Yeah, I'm just more and more impressed with Ojeda Harvey. He's in battle right now, and he's not laying down at all.
Meanwhile, Josiah Chandler with a tough drive to his left hand. So another quick answer by Hostos. And Ojeda Harvey, was he in the act of shooting? Non-shooting.
But Harvey's just getting in the lane at will. Just keeping his team in this game.
Foster stepping out. And they have not been able to knock down that 3 from the opposite wing. Good entry, now the double team against Palmer, who over-dribbled, lost it. And it'll be Queensborough ball. So this game still within range for Queensborough. Clarence Amengo trying to navigate and hope the foul trouble of Preston Hartz does not bury the team. He's gotten a huge game from Kari Ojeda Harvey with 31, but the supporting cast has only chipped in 17.
said, Ralph, still a lot of time. Only down 13 with 8 minutes to go. We're going to see what they're made of these last 8 minutes.
And Ojeda Harvey, did he draw the foul? No, it's on the floor.
Yeah, Josh is struggling, trying to stay in front of him. See, Marquise Marlin now is going to get a chance to guard him. He's actually had an off night, only having 4 tonight, being their leading scorer. But he's played a good defensive game so far.
And he's got the man-to-man assignment against Ojeda Harvey. We saw Hostos play a bunch of zone in the first half, but it doesn't matter. Shooting over the defender.
Yeah, that's when you have that resolve. That's when you know he's in that zone right now. Things are slow. Ball's in the air. He's like, yeah, I got this. This might be one of those backpack moments, Ralph, where he's going to put him on his back.
Baldwin forced it up and got it to fall.
Good shot. Tough shot for Marquise.
Now Marquise Paulin with 6. Hostos coming out and pressuring. Singh chased off the arc. The return inside for the reverse to LeVar Diaz.
Good ball movement there. Singh could have taken that shot, but located his man Diaz. Nice reverse layup.
So Queensborough able to make Hostos pay on the back end against their pressure. Paulin is stuck. Manuel bangs in, but then had it stripped by Ojeda Harvey. Ahead comes Singh. Queensborough has made it a single-digit game and the foul.
Hostos says these fouls are real ticky-tack. If they're going to foul them, they're going to foul. See right here, good lead pass, and Singh gets it, has his heads up, just a little swipe down, and that's an easy call for the ref.
Timeout Hostos. So it's an 8-point game, 6:39 left. Just when it looked like the Tigers might get knocked out early in the second half, they've made 7 of the last 8. They are right back in it.
It's been defense, Ralph. They really shut down Hostos in the paint. Remember, halftime, Hostos had a significant advantage in the paint, 14-6. But now it's the Tigers in the paint doing the job, and led by that man, Ojeda Harvey. That guy, there he is again, off the dribble, one dribbling up. Not enough hand in his face. Telling him, you better guard me. I'm coming for you.
His 34 has come on 11 of 17 from the field, 5 of 7 from 3, and only 1 turnover with the amount of time that he has the ball. And he's coming off of a game where he had 26 against Bronx in the semifinals, but also had 8 turnovers.
Well, him and Singh haven't come off the floor. They've been in the game the entire time.
It's a 7-point game. Light pressure by Queensborough. Hostos breaks it. Outlaw setting up Paulin. Short of the 3, but a shot clock reset for Hostos.
Ever since the Tigers have gone to a man, they've been a different team.
Outlaw short of the corner 3.
Came out of that zone, and now it's just mano-y-mano.
Singh, transition look. What a big shot that could have been. Rohan Singh at 36% from beyond the arc. He's still only taken 6 shots. Oh, the nice give and go. Paulin getting it from Manuel.
Good offense by the Caymans, not panicking, getting the ball inside.
Oh, an Outlaw saw coming, and here's the hammer.
Hey, easy. And just like that, up by 11. He looked like a defensive back on that one, Ralph. He just intercepted the ball. And hey!
Queensborough to talk it over.
Marquise with a nice give and go. Nicely executed, and then right here, just a steal, and then easy.
The game is showing off their depth. They have not had to get a big night from anybody. Their leading scorer is still Ashante Manuel with just 10. And they spread it around beautifully, shooting 46% from the floor. And Marquis Poole says this team's greatest strength is that their relationship with each other, that he may not have had a team like this before where they're generally learning and caring about one another all at the same time because of all the new guys that they've had off the pandemic. There's just been less returners from one year to the next than most years. And their defense has also bought in there, giving up just 50.7 points per game.
I mean, Ralph, this year has just been different, and for a bunch of guys to come together like they have, and this is the way they've gone. They have 4 guys who average double figures, and they just spread it around and they play ball. That's what's happening here. Manuel averages 12. He's at 10.
Both teams shooting the ball great in the second half. Look at that number, both over 50%.
Outlaw. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, but a foul here, Sean, by Hostos, and both teams now in the 1-on-1 with 5:20 left. So
favors the Tigers. Every foul now is a free throw.
And it's Rohan Singh. He's another one out of Fred Buren High School. They had just a few games last year that was allowed in New York City. He averaged 23 a game. He showed up to tryouts unannounced at Queensborough, one of those 22 kids. They knew of him, but did not necessarily recruit him. He happened to be at Queensborough Community College.
It's amazing. Now he's in the chip.
You just never know who's really walking around.
Beautiful, man. I love it. It just makes me feel real good. You know what? I didn't play a game. I only played 3 games. Let me just go on campus and try out. Now I'm in the CUNY Championships on Facebook Live.
Holland, shot clock to 3, has to force it up. That hit rim, and the follow is put in. Jalen Thomas, a break for Hostos.
Yeah, big break right there. That was a crazy shot, but again, Tigers didn't box out. That lack of size is showing.
Hartz.
That's a foul. Yep.
Drew the contact against Manuel. Preston Hartz here for 2. Preston's from Nassau County, just across the border, about a 15-minute car ride from the Queensborough campus. His high school coach, Jason Allen, had a great career at Wagner.
Yep.
Lane violation against Queensborough. So with Hartz taking a long time to shoot, the Tigers' Brian Foster ran out of patience.
Just hate to see those sort of mistakes when you're trying to make a run.
Manuel escapes the trap.
There's urgency, but there's still a lot of time. The Tigers don't have to take any silly fouls. They just have to play good D.
The deflection by Hartz, and there'll be 8 on the timer here for Hostos. I think this game has been a little bit more deliberate than what Marquis Poole of Hostos was hoping for. They're typically a pressure you up and down all over the place type team. They're going to have to win this in the half court. Holland, shot clock to 2. Will have to heave up another and banks that in. 2 back-breaking heaves work out for the Caymans.
Tough shot by Holland, and he's been, doing that all game, Ralph, just coming in and making, good plays, solid plays for Hostos.
Singh, and he got caught in the air. And now the Caymans, less than 4 minutes away from another championship. Outlaw bullied his way to the rim.
Oh, bodies flying everywhere.
They're still down.
Just tough play. This championship play, this is it.
And these guys have waited a long time to play in these games.
Yep.
Marquis Poole telling me a lot of the guys tried to put together their own kind of championship pickup games last year when they were sitting around waiting. They're watching Division I ball on TV.
Right.
They know they can't play, and they had to do something to try to get themselves entertained last January, February, March. Ojeda Harvey misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Ojeda Harvey, the steal on the sideline. Then he tried to save it, but it bounces right to Outlaw. Again, the Tigers trying to put heavy pressure on the ball and create a steal. And now the timeout for Hostos with 13 to shoot. 2:39 away. They have led for virtually the entire night. Queensborough had an early lead at 9-8 in a back-and-forth first 7 minutes before Hostos seized control. But for the Tigers, this has already been a success. Their first championship game appearance since 2013. They have not won the title since 2003 when their coach Clarence Amengo was a player. In recent time, the community colleges, as we showed you the graphic, has been a lot more spread out, but it's been mainly Hostos and BMCC, the teams that have been in the final pretty consistently. LaGuardia, when they had a team, they had great back-to-back years there. Their coach, Ben Chaphapan, who's now an assistant at Nassau, as the Caymans try to become the latest team to go back-to-back.
Just 2 minutes and 39 seconds away from that happening.
And the Hostos ladies, they've gone back-to-back-to-back-to-back.
Yep.
5 in a row.
They're dancing around all that hardware, too, you got by them. See if the men can get some now.
Outlaw the cut, and it's turned over.
This is when the 3-ball comes into play. See if the Tigers can get a roll here and get going.
Queensborough had cut it to 7 with 5 minutes left before this latest run, as that's a challenge shot. It's recovered by Ojeda Harvey, and he's fouled. Queensborough scoreless, going on about 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Clarence Amengo had tried to recruit Ojeda Harvey for about 3 years before he finally decided this past July that he was going to make going to college again a go. And then, as he told us, he was working overnights full-time into the fall semester, still maintaining a 3.5 GPA. That's maybe his best statistic of the year, the 3.5. And then as he took off time from work, I imagine he's probably been even better not working the overnights. What kind of player would you have been if you were working overnight?
Oh.
I think that says it all.
Yeah. I mean, kudos to him, man. You know, that's a full schedule, Ralph. You know, just a commitment.
He missed both free throws and now commits the foul with 2:13 left. Queensborough's going to be in the Region 15 tournament.
Yep.
And assuming there's no miracle comeback here, they're going to be able to do some damage there.
Yes. Yeah, this is a good team, good, solid team. You know, things didn't really fall their way, but, you know, they're competing. They're going at it hard. They didn't get out-rebounded like we thought they would. You know, they competed on the boards, didn't shoot the ball well, and didn't handle the pressure when it counted.
Yeah, the rebounding, Sean, is Hostos plus 12.
Well, it's plus 12 now, yeah.
But for the most of the game, it's been a little lower.
That's right. So, you know, it's kind of gotten away from them now, but, you know, they're going down fighting.
And the balance, though, that Hostos has displayed all year has shown up. Ryan Foster, 3 is off. Hart's offensive rebound, not there. And then in a scramble, missed shot by Diaz. And eventually Outlaw comes up with it. 3 looks at the rim for Queensborough.
Yep. Shante Manuel coming up big with blocks and rebounds.
Ramsaran, and he took a quick 3 there in a 15-point game. Ojeda Harvey, he had to take the quick 3. So he's still stuck on 34 with under 90 seconds left. And the Caymans putting on the finishing touches to another championship. Nine different players, Sean, not just that have scored. All 9 have at least 4 points, between 4 and 11 points. That's remarkable balance as Outlaw flies for the Jazz.
31 points off the bench for Hostos. Just, you know, really getting it done as a team, as you said, Ralph.
Singh rattles in the 3. And that's his first 3. They needed several from him tonight. Ashante Manuel has a double-double of 10 and 14 in this championship game with a block. The balance game from Anias Outlaw. 9 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and the foul committed with 26.3 left. And the Caymans begin to realize the fruits of their labor going back to those outdoor games last summer when they were not allowed in their gym. And last spring and winter season, some of these players were there. Kai Holland, of course, the lone returner. He had nothing to do but find a hoop and become an even better three-point shooter.
You know, an understated between us, Ralph, you know, Hostos has played good D. You know, they've really prevented the Tigers from getting looks at the three-point line, and they've really contested shots at the rim.
Ojeda Harvey, another contested 3 with 20 and a half left. So he's missed his last 3 shots. They'll say last touched by Hostos. And that inbound bangs off the floor. Hartz, that will count. Preston Hartz with 9. Well, Hartz is lined up to be back, Sean, and the plan, Clarence Amengo visualizes that they want him to be the CUNY Player of the Year next year.
Yeah, and he has the ability. You see it right here. Look at him get to that rim and goes with his left. You know, with him, it looks like a question of just getting a little stronger, Ralph. He needs to get a little stronger up top. Not bulky, but just, you know, sinewy strong. He has what it takes, I think, to be a Player of the Year candidate and maybe even be the Player of the Year.
Hostos makes it back-to-back, the program's 6th CUNY championship. The Canyons hold off Queensborough tonight, 76-63. And they're off to the Region 15 tournament with tremendous momentum at 19-10 and have won 5 of 6. Hostos is a champion. We're back with the trophy presentation and some post-game reaction. Hostos victorious in the CUNY final.
Hometown ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the van, now we're dancing on the house. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside.
2021-22 CUNYAC Championships are brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, the official soft drink of the CUNY Athletic Conference. The Hospital for Special Surgery, U.S.'s #1 hospital for orthopedics, proud to be the official hospital of the CUNY Athletic Conference. USS, the University Student Senate, a proud sponsor of the CUNY Athletic Conference. Thank you for providing our students with the platform to help shape the City University of New York. Health First. We'd like to thank our newest sponsor, Health First, New York's largest not-for-profit insurer, for being a proud sponsor of CUNYAC Community College and Senior College Championship. Hometown Ticketing. Thank you to Hometown Ticketing, the official ticketing provider of the CUNY Athletic Conference. And Bob McCloskey Insurance, a longtime supporter of the CUNY Athletic Conference, the official athletic insurance provider of the NJCAA.
(76-63) is the final. Hostos makes it back-to-back, and they capture another CUNY championship. 2 years of waiting around to try to defend their title, and indeed tonight they get it done. Head coach Marquis Poole and the tournament MVP Ashante Manuel with 10 points and 14 rebounds, a double-double. They are standing by with Sean Couch.
Yep. Standing here at the CUNY Community College Championships, we're looking at the two-time champions. This is their second championship here with Coach Marquis Poole. And Coach, I want to ask you, you had your team right now, you had players that scored 4 points to 10 points, right? A really big contribution. Just tell me, playing this many players, how do you keep them ready to compete?
I'm fortunate this year to have a bunch of guys that sacrificed. They could have went to any other school and averaged 30, in any one of them. But they all bought in, decided that they'll share minutes, when they support each other. So sometimes our highest scorer might be 12, 14 points, but we have eight people in double digits. And I think that's what the difference is this year, man. We got a great supporting cast, great group of guys.
As a coach, it's tough to keep a team from getting overconfident. You beat them twice this year. I mean, what did you say to them, coming into this game?
It's hard to beat a team 3 times. I don't care who it is. All I told them was just we went over scouting report, we watched film, we went over their plays, and we just try to be as prepared as we could. The one thing you can't prepare for is when a person's nervous. I got a whole freshman group that all these guys are amazing, and I was just trying to get them to relax and treat it like just another game. But CUNY championships, it doesn't matter. It's anybody's game.
Yeah, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Now, Shante, I know that this is big for you. You know, you sat out last year with the COVID, not playing. You know, now you have a chance to compete in the championship. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling great. Everybody worked their ass off to get this. We came out here, we got it done. We took one game at a time.
So, you know, you're from Jeff, right? Brooklyn, right? What you got to say to your people out there? Got something to say to them?
Yeah, I appreciate everything I learned from the coaches, to the players, from the teachers, to the students. I'm grateful.
You did a great job protecting the rim, rebounding the ball, running the floor, deflections. You know, tell me a little bit about your mindset defensively.
I just want to use my length the best way I could. I'm not as physical as I wanted to be, but, you know, use my length. That's it. That's all I could do.
All right. So wait a minute. Yeah, there it is. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Come on now. Don't be modest now. Now, who you got out there that you want to shout out? Who you got out?
I want to shout out my mom, Quasi Cole, Kamara Cole, my little sister, my twin sister, Shauna, my coach, Marquis Poole. And I did this all for my coach that died, senior. He got me to this school. I went through a lot, you know.
Listen, man, this is New York at its finest right here. Guys, congratulations. Very proud of you guys. All right? All right, good job.
Thank you, Sean. Congratulations
there it is.
to Ashante Emanuel and Marquis Poole. It's been a very, very long road to get here, as you can hear in their comments. 2 years removed from a championship, almost an entirely new roster. And Ashante Emanuel's had a long road himself. Thomas Jefferson High School in Brooklyn, then prep school in Arizona, enrolls at Hostos last year, but there's no season, and then plays and has played himself into a position where he is definitely a four-year player somewhere and a potential scholarship guy. Sean, so as we put a bow onto this, Hostos goes back-to-back to capture this. Queensborough is going to be a tough out in the Region 15 tournament. Fortunately, more basketball is still ahead for these two teams, but Hostos in the league, they've set a high standard. They've now been in the championship game now 3 straight seasons.
Right, back-to-back this time.
Back-to-back this time, losing a couple of years ago to BMCC. But they've now set a very high bar for everybody else.
You know, the Hostos program on the community college level is elite. You know, this is an elite program, a D3 championship program on both sides. And, you know, the coaching staff works hard. The kids come in, let's just say young men come in and women, and they come in understanding that there's a standard that's been set, and they play to that standard. This is the most balanced team that I've seen Hostos have, Ralph. And you made the point, 4 points to 11 points, 10, 11 guys all contributing. That can go a long way. One guy can get hot, another guy can, do it defensively. It's a good team.
And they're going to be a tough out. The Caymans captured another championship, 76-63, the final. Sean Couch, a pleasure. I'll see you next Friday night at CCNY for the 4-year CUNY Community College CUNY Championships for the women's and men's title games. For our entire crew tonight from BMCC, our producer and director, Dan Lippenholtz. My name is Ralph Knorchik saying so long and good night from the west side of Manhattan, where Hostos makes it back-to-back in CUNY Community College basketball.